With 13 years' experience, the weight loss team are very clear why people are overweight.
For a patient to be successful with surgery, you must believe that what you're eating and your lack of exercise is the problem.
No salad or anything healthy.
Nighttime is picky.
At your pick time, is it?
Oh, pick, yes.
And what do we pick on?
Chocolate.
For the patients, getting to surgery can take years,
There's no family history of obesity.
as they are vetted to see just how attached they are to food.
I'm greedy. That's the problem. I'm greedy.
The most difficult bit is choosing the right people to operate on. You can't simply fix everyone with an operation. They must change their lifestyle, otherwise it's not going to work in the long term. They will simply put their weight back on.
Sharon! I'm coming! Sharon! You better knock here. I'm coming!
56-year-old Dorine Thomas is at the beginning of her weight loss journey with Sunderland Royal.
Yes, I'll use that up today.
You've got 4 ham.
It's on offer, so I'll have to get it while it's on offer.
I've got plenty of veg.
I get obsessed with looking just for special offers.
We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 flash.
Well, I've ordered 5 because it's still on offer. I'm high maintenance. A lot of cleaning to be done. Hygiene comes first every time. Shopping online is wonderful, but if you've got it into your head that you're going to eat anything and everything in front of you, it's a really bad idea.
At 4'11", Dorine's weight tipped 31 stone at her heaviest.
That's a good girl.
She's been living and sleeping downstairs for 10 months.
This is my space, and this is my last chance to live beyond the next few years.
With a grown-up son working away, she lives alone, and it's the daily help from Sharon, her friend and carer, that keeps her going.
She's a big girl. She should know what to buy and what not to buy.
You don't interfere?
I don't interfere. I do have a look of disgust when going, really, how, why have you done? She's gone, but it was £1.
Choc options, it's only 40 calories a cup, so I reckon I can have as much as I want of that.
Having been to Sunderland Royal for an initial assessment, Dorine is now trying to lose weight, to prove to the team that she can make some dietary changes.
Very good.
Look at that. Hey, that's brilliant.
That's £4 in one day.
Yesterday, I was 420 pounds. So, 29 stone, 9 pounds. This is hope. It's a bad habit, I suppose, but hope gets a taste of everything that I eat. But it'll be the size of my thumbnail, maybe. Not a lot, just a taste. She was given orders by the vet to lose 7 kilos. Now she's 24.5. In helping her to lose weight, I've managed to lose 5 kilos.
I love her to bits. I do. She's created a world. She's clean, she's fed, she does her own shopping. She doesn't really want for anything. She's contained herself in a bubble where I think she was quite content. She's stuck. I don't know Dorine. I don't know the real Dorine. I know this lady here. I've just seen this woman that's trapped in here.
I'm just a shadow waiting to come out from somewhere.
Every patient is given a weight loss target that they have to hit to get surgery, to show they're prepared to change their eating habits for good. 29-year-old housewife Laura Lamb has been a patient with the weight loss team for 3 years. She's already been refused surgery twice because she failed to hit her targets.
I feel like my eating habits are creeping back up.
Laura's been married to 49-year-old Tony for 12 years, and she puts her weight down to postnatal depression.
I was frightened. I thought that I'd be accused of being a bad mum and I'd put 5.5 stone on.
At her heaviest, Laura weighed nearly 22 stone, and she's been on antidepressants for 15 years, after the death of her childhood friend. She's been given her date for surgery, but at her last appointment she had failed to reach her weight loss target.
You may have your operation cancelled and you haven't lost your weight.
Yeah.
And she had just 3 days to lose 2 kilos.
A bit right to move. That's going down to 116. Shall I try on a different floor?
It's good. I think it's good that it's come earlier rather than later. Yet you can't think about it, it's going to happen.
At 128, I'm too fat.
Hey, calm down.
It's D-Day for Laura. She's in hospital for her final weigh-in. If she's reached her target, she'll stay in for surgery. If not, she'll be going home.
Oh, 1, 2. I've lost another kilo. Just disappeared in the night. See me? I'm gone. I've starved myself, basically.
After 3 years, Laura's through. Her gastric bypass operation is in the morning. Taxi driver Sarah Porritt topped 25 stone at her heaviest. 12 months ago, she let our cameras into her life when she had a gastric bypass operation on the weight loss ward.
Fruit pastels. Embarrassed. Disgusted. What can I say?
Like many patients, Sarah had a traumatic past.
I was sexually abused and raped as a child, you know, from about the age of 6 till, 13. So consequently I changed to alcohol, and I also turned to food. Oh, I can't look at them puddings.
Sarah's been with her partner Carol for 16 years, and they married 5 years ago.
I don't know what I'm going to end up with. I don't think I've met this next person.
With Carol's support, Sarah stuck to the diet and exercise regime set by the weight loss team, and she quickly saw results.
I'm no longer diabetic, I've no longer got high blood pressure, so now I'm not a drain on, the national health.
By her 40th birthday, Sarah had reached 15 stone. She'd lost 10 stone in 2 years and was relishing her new life.
I've never had a party, so, this is my first birthday party, really. This is me now, and that is me 4 years ago. Before, after.
Sarah's back at Sunderland Royal for her annual checkup.
I do look totally different. When I walk past a mirror, I've got to give myself a second look.
Today's an opportunity to talk through any problems she's had since her weight loss surgery. She's still losing weight.
So that's 14:11. Have a seat.
I had a shitty childhood, and I've had to battle with that throughout my life. Took away the crutch of my food, and then I was left with me and the raw me. I may look good on the outside, but I still got a lot of work to do on the inside.
We talk about a euphoric period, which tends to be about a year long, and that's where the weight comes off. But when you get to the year, 2 years, when the weight has stabilised, that's when it comes to the realisation that, yes, you got your weight down, but you've still got all the problems that were there before surgery.
I'm really, really struggling. Just started to abuse painkillers, which has now, got me into a sticky situation, before I knew it. I'm addicted.
Sarah started to take codeine for a painful varicose vein.
I'm embarrassed, I'm frightened, and I'm disgusted in myself.
Her first appointment is with dietitian Nicola Young.
Weight loss is still going really, really well. I'm really pleased with that. How are things going with your eating then? Do you have any breakfast at all?
Typically I have a Dairy Dunker.
Right.
Or a Laughing Cow Dunker.
What about snacks in between?
I can have like a fun size mini eggs.
Right.
Go on to the second packet, I feel terrible sickness, so that's a deterrent.
Having a couple's really not a massive concern, but it's just being aware that that needs to remain a treat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As long as you are aware that it must remain at a minimum.
Yeah. Right, thank you.
Brilliant. I'll see you later then,
Cheers,
Sarah.
thanks.
Bye.
See you later.
Hello, stranger.
Hello.
You all right?
Very well.
Next, she sees her surgeon, Kamal Mahawa.
Good.
How are things? Could we have done anything better? We're We've not done as well as you expected. Anything?
No, I think you've done
everything's fine.
Absolutely fantastic.
And you're taking all the vitamins and the minerals?
Yes.
Are you taking any tablets
No.
for diabetes at all? High blood pressure?
No.
No. Can you climb 3 flights of stairs without resting?
I bloody hope so. Dead easy.
Has the quality of diet improved as a result of the surgery, or?
Everything's improved tenfold.
Anything else I could do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you.
12 months on from her operation, and medically Sarah is doing well, but she's chosen not to inform the weight loss team of her codeine addiction.
I thought all this operation would have been a cure. It hasn't. Now I'm scared. I really am scared.
Hipsy.
Last year, 5,000 weight loss operations were performed by the NHS across the UK. Over a tenth here in Sunderland. Year on year, the weight loss team are seeing bigger patients, and they're at the forefront of pioneering new ways of manoeuvring their extra-large bodies safely, training staff from the other hospitals across the country. After 3 years of trying for weight loss surgery, Laura's finally made it onto the list, and surgeon Shlock Balapuri makes sure she's ready.
Yeah, nervous.
You look tense. Relax.
I'm sweating, yeah.
Don't be. We're gonna do a loop bypass on you, right?
Laura's having a new operation called the gastric loop. So far, the surgeons at Sunderland have only performed 40.
It's exactly the same as bypass.
Yeah.
The only difference is there is no second joint.
Right.
So in theory, it is less riskier because there's one less chance of a joint leaking.
I know.
But what I can't control is if you get clots in your legs.
Right.
Once you wake up, all right, there's no lying in the bed, all right? Get up and walk.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Right? Is that a deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
A deal.
Deal.
A definite deal.
Laura has never had a general anaesthetic.
Now I just want to cry. All I'm just frightened of is like for my kids. That's it. If I could get that out of my head, I'd be fine.
Laura Lamb, come to take you down to theatre.
I think, oh yeah, I'm going to be thin, but it isn't just that. Maybe if I could carry on fat but forever be healthy, but I don't have that option. I'm at a higher risk with it being in my family or diabetes and everything, so...
You local lady, Laura?
I live Hetton Way, but originally from London.
Oh, yes, very nice. No, love London.
Do you?
Yeah.
God, that is a rarity.
And this, of course, is to stop her from getting clots in her legs. Somebody who's got a high BMI, their risk of actually getting DVT is more than 10 times than somebody with a normal BMI. Right, will you just get this stomach? So that's the size of the pouch that's going to be.
Laura's stomach is made into a tenth of its original size, and 2 meters of her intestine is bypassed permanently. She'll now start losing weight because she'll only be able to eat small amounts, and her body won't absorb so much food.
Oh, sorry.
Laura is young and has had surgery to prevent her developing obesity-related illnesses later in life. At 56, Dorine is not so lucky. Every new patient is discussed by the surgeons, dietitians and nurses on the weight loss team to decide on the best plan of action.
Right, Dorine Thomas, she's a 56-year-old lady, height 149, weight 194. She's got a BMI of 87. Does experience breathing difficulties with minimal exertion, has to stop, sit down every 5 to 10 minutes. Some apneic events, has been referred for sleep studies. That's 13 years ago, and there were no facilities to accommodate her weight.
Clever girl.
Does try and carry a chair with her everywhere in case she needs to sit down.
Do you want to go out? Are you coming?
She's got a psychological history of depression since childhood and obsessive-compulsive disorder.
There's a good girl.
Very regular binge and comfort eating.
Good girl. There we are. My legs object to carrying me around because I'm just too heavy. They've done it for long enough and they don't want to do it anymore. Yes, we're getting there. Come on then.
She's going to need a wee bit of work. We're clearly at the early stages of assessing this patient. We need to bring her in, firstly to get an idea of what her eating really is like.
Oh, this step.
See if we can get her weight to start coming down. We'll try it and see.
The team want to bring Dorine in for a stay on the ward to observe her eating patterns.
Her BMI being over 80, she's one big woman.
Getting progressively worse, more quickly every week. Sometimes you can feel the difference in the days. It happens so quickly, and yet, not so long ago, it wasn't like this.
I saw Dorine, and it was quite clear straight away that she was quite a special case. She doesn't have a social life, she's pretty much a recluse, and this compounds her problems even further. She's tried losing weight in the past, but has never really succeeded.
Clever.
If we don't do something now, I don't think we will have an opportunity to do anything, because she'll probably be dead.
Yes. Oh.
24 hours after her operation, Laura's taken the surgeon's advice and she's on the move.
I've got to keep walking because of obviously DVT. It may help to my little fat legs getting a bit skinnier, having a little walk up and down. For a fat bird, I can go some. Soon I'll be like the speed of light. I am the fat ballerina on the plane. I am the mad woman in the adverts who's like, literally, I'm like this, jumping and doing all that. Because I'm checking my legs all the time. Can I feel something? Is there something there?
Laura has struggled for 3 years to get to surgery, but from now on she'll have to permanently change the way she eats and she'll begin to lose weight.
In the booklet it says 4 to 6 weeks on puree, but by all means try increasing the texture after 4.
Yeah.
Most people are keen to get onto eating something a bit more normal after 4 weeks of puree anyway. Really about 2 to 3 months from now you'll be on normal textures, okay?
It's going to be hard.
It's very hard to grasp just how big a lifestyle change it's really going to be. Can't imagine what it must be like to physically only manage 2 tablespoons and be full.
Laura's TV suppers of Mars bars and custard creams are now a thing of the past. For the next month, she'll be on a puree diet while the stitches in her new egg-sized stomach heal.
Is Nanny and Papa? Yeah, you brought me that. Yeah. That's what I said.
It's all right.
Everything went well. I've got to keep walking as well.
Come behind me.
This week I'm doing.
The weight loss ward is full of patients who've been addicted to food. And for many, learning to live without their crutch post-surgery is tough. A year after her gastric bypass operation, Sarah has been rushed to A&E after telling her GP just how many codeine tablets she's been taking at a time.
I don't feel very well.
Over 4 months, she's gradually increased the dosage to a life-threatening level.
I feel sick.
Her friend Sharon is with her.
I've been taking cocodamol because last night I had...
Because last night what?
Huh?
Last night what?
It was 40.
She was doing so well.
I am doing well, you cheeky bugger.
You wouldn't be sat here if you were doing so well.
Just cocodamol.
We've been friends since we were 11, so I've grown up with all of her addictions. I just wish I could stop her from doing things. If you'd said this to me like, you know, a couple of months ago we'd be here today, I would have said no, because she's doing amazing. She wanted her well-being back, she wanted the diabetes gone and everything. We all have things that we have to deal with. She just doesn't deal with them very well.
There's no permanent damage for Sarah, but she's kept in hospital overnight for observation.
You know, I think this has become her next addiction. So it's sad. You know, what's next?
The only food that I don't care for is coriander. I don't know why, I just don't like it. We both like sweets, chocolates, crisps, pies. I grew up in a house where my mum had baking day on a Thursday. Things were put in tins, and when it was gone, it was gone. That's how she restricted our diet. But anything that reminds me of childhood, if it's got the right memories that go with it, it can be effaced.
Dorine lived at home with her parents until she was 19, when she became pregnant and had her son. As a single mum, she moved into her own house, but she struggled to get work and has lived on benefits all her life.
My mum died, and then that's when my weight really began to balloon in earnest. And it went from 18 stone to 20 stone, gradually up to 31 stone. It was mostly because I missed my mum.
Today, it's a rare day out for Dorine.
I haven't done these for months, have I?
She's got an appointment at Sunderland Royal with their chest specialist.
Oh, I could happily go back to sleep. Thank you very much.
Dorine has lived with a common obesity-related condition for 13 years.
I'd wake up and I'd feel as if I was ready to go to bed.
Sleep apnea is a condition where you will stop breathing when you're asleep. That means that the muscles and the fat around their neck will close down the airway when they're asleep.
Oh, just that little bit so difficult.
And literally, they stop breathing. Your brain wakes you up, so you get a very disturbed sleep pattern.
You did well there, though, didn't you?
I did very well. Hiya, Terry.
Obese patients with sleep apnea are high risk for surgery, so Dorine needs to get it under control before she can even be considered for an operation.
Have a piece of ginger sweet, please. I think my breathing's much better. Hi.
Dr. Taylor, pleased to meet you.
Thank you.
Hello. Now, the treatment of choice for this condition is a treatment called CPAP, continuous positive airway pressure.
It involves a mask.
That's right, to keep the airway open at night. It needs to be used on a regular basis for at least 5 to 6 hours a night.
So that's why I've been tired so much during the day.
Absolutely.
Right, that's the machine there.
It keeps your airways open. That, however, involves you wearing a machine that looks a little bit like an elephant's trunk.
You look great.
That's very comfortable.
Looks a bit kinky, though, doesn't it?
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable. Oh, that's good.
Right.
Once her sleep apnea is under control, Dorine will be admitted onto the weight loss ward so the team can start to control her eating and decide what treatment is best for her. It's a week since Sarah was rushed into A&E. It's been a harsh wake-up call for her.
I could have been in like major liver failure. Now I see the insanity of, where my brain can take me. Addiction is a disease. You can fix all of me on the outside, but it will not fix my head. And until I actually fix my head and try and change, then I will just keep on doing the wrong things excessively.
Sarah's addictive behaviour has put a strain on her relationship with Carol.
I like to think we've got a future, but I couldn't guarantee that. Although I do hang on in there, and when I've come to the end of my tether, which has been, I can't count on my fingers and toes how many times that's been this year, she pulls it back. But I want it to work.
God bless her, she's trying to do the best she can, for the pair of us. And I've just been sat slowly destroying it.
There comes a point where you think, I can't take anymore. At one point I did leave, and it just broke my heart. Each time it happens, it's like a piece of you dies.
Sarah knows she needs help, and she's got an appointment with the weight loss team.
I had to tell, I had to inform them. They've done a major operation on me. I had to tell them.
Sarah Porritt.
Bariatric sister Kim Common is on the front line.
Hardly recognise you there. What's going on, Sarah?
I was rushed into James Cook a couple of weeks ago.
And how much were you taking?
30 tablets.
What you should be taking is 8 over 24 hours, and you were taking 30 over 24 hours. Is that
Well, it
correct?
was 30 all at once.
Right, so you overdosed.
No, I didn't overdose. I didn't want to
Wasn't
end my
an
life.
intention?
No.
You'd done that the once, the 30 tablets? You're doing it regular?
I was doing it regularly, yeah.
Do you feel happy with your weight loss?
Ecstatic. Absolutely. It's the best thing, that has ever really
maybe
happened to me.
psychologically
But
you're not coping. And do you want me to refer you back to our psychology department?
I wouldn't feel comfortable seeing a male.
But you've got to get help.
Yeah.
And I think you probably know that yourself, do you?
Yeah.
OK.
All right.
Thanks very much, Sarah.
OK.
Could have just sat and cried for her. For some of our patients post-surgery, this is what happens. They can't cope psychologically. And especially if you've got an addictive behaviour, you'll tend to go from one addiction to another addiction. I think you look really, really well, in all fairness. It's just
Thank you.
This.
I just feel like shit.
You don't look like it, I've got to say it.
Right. Cheers.
It's 2 months since Laura's gastric bypass operation, and she's already lost 2 stone.
You can just tell in your face, and you actually look happier. I've never seen you in the dress before. Legs showing, pants out,
It's her 30th birthday, and she's been settling into her new eating regime of soft solids.
I probably would have been up here by about 6 times by now. And half the cake would have been gone. This will be my breakfast and lunch.
And are you full of that?
You can't just shove the food in your mouth as well. You have to do it slow, otherwise you then feel sick. My stomach now doesn't tell me that I'm hungry. So I could go all day, not eat.
Really?
Yeah, but I know I have to eat. Done. Woo! Rock and roll.
Birthday to you.
Shabba.
With 40% of her intestines now bypassed, Laura's body can no longer tolerate sugary foods, and her smaller stomach has significantly reduced her appetite. She can't even have a slice of her own birthday cake.
My cook notes, mashed potato, chicken. Monday, 3 strawberries. Tuesday, mashed potato, chicken. 3 strawberries. Cabbage. Woo! No, thank you.
As the pounds drop off, it's a reminder of how quickly she put them on after the birth of her son.
This picture here, I was 16 and 8 stone. Bottom picture here, I've just given birth to Ben. I was 14 stone. And the picture on the right here, I was 22 and nearly 22 stone. In 6 years, that's 14 stone. That's like 2 people.
For half her life, Laura's been on antidepressants, triggered by the death of her best friend when she was just 14.
I've always, since then, felt down. If you think about it, I was 16 when I met Tony. I was engaged at the age of 16, married at the age of 18, and a kid at 20. Ever since my best friend was killed, something from that day changed. It's like I've never moved on past 14.
For 6 weeks, Dorine's been using the sleep apnea machine.
I wake up feeling as if I've had a sleep. Before the machine, I'd wake up and I'd feel as if I was ready to go to bed. Now I can think more clearly. It makes it easier to be more organised
With her sleep apnea under control, Dorine's now waiting for a date to be admitted to the weight loss ward when she'll be put on a strict diet. But for now, she's making the most of the time she's got left.
We've got a parcel.
And has found a new website.
Sweeties.
Oh, lovely. Ah. Do you not remember this? No. That sweet tobacco smell of it. And I just thought it was delicious. Proper milk bottles. You know what they are, don't you? These were the first mints I ever tasted.
Oh, they're lovely mints, then.
The sharp but sweet.
You're like a kid in a candy shop, Dorine.
I love licorice all sorts, but these are mint flavoured. Yeah. Ooh. So it gives you a little bit more for your money. Oh, you know, it's just like a TARDIS taking me back in time.
Like a palette.
These are my favourites, I suppose, from childhood. And childhood's a nice place to go, every now and then. Oh, and a free lollipop. I hope it's watermelon.
Over 3,000 people have had weight loss surgery at Sunderland Royal in the last 13 years. And each patient is monitored by the weight loss team for 2 years after surgery. They know some patients struggle to cope, and they've set up a support group so patients can learn to help themselves.
Having the surgery did help, but after a year of surgery, I sort of hit a brick wall. I was going back to my old eating habits again because I hadn't dealt with anything. It's all right having the surgery, but you've got to deal with the underlying issues, or you're going to go back to the same behaviours.
Sarah is 15 months post-surgery and is desperate for help to understand her addictive behaviours.
Remember that weight loss surgery is a fairly new surgical procedure in this country. So we are dealing now with the consequences, the fallout. The more and more we're doing, the more I'm becoming aware that surgery really is just a 2-day event in somebody's life, and that the support afterwards is a very big part of the recovery.
I think that's what you need. You need, like, not just a psychologist, you need specialty nurses, a big team of you afterwards to support people through the process.
That would be a utopian dream that we would have. Unfortunately, we don't have the resources in the NHS at the moment. We have one psychologist. There is a resource crunch.
Sarah is now off the codeine tablets, but one of her older habits is resurfacing.
During the codeine withdrawal, my food has increased, unfortunately, and it's not really the healthy salad type food. I'm just like a little squirrel. I have moustache. Not that I'm hiding it or anything like that, but it's just under there and it's out the way. On a typical day shift, I'll have those items and I'd feel a little bit sick, yucky. I'd wait until it passes and I thought, oh, I'll have a couple more.
We advise people not to eat sweet foods because if she has something high sugar, she doesn't feel well at all. But despite that, she goes back to it again.
This is just the cycle that I'm in, and it's an addictive, obsessive cycle. I mean, that is quite a lot of sugar to put into my little pouch.
Sarah is an unusual case. We had queried all the way along about how she can cope, and we did worry about that in the beginning. But we felt she deserved her chance because of the success she'd had overcoming a lot of her other problems, and even despite all her counselling and everything else, she still cannot cope that well.
As she falls back into her old ways, her weight is starting to creep up.
15-11.
She's put on just over a stone in 3 months. Dorine's got her date to go to the weight loss ward for a week's observation so the team can assess her eating patterns. As part of Dorine's obsessive-compulsive behaviour is her habit of recording every ounce of food she eats.
January the 6th. 2 baked potatoes, plus 2 chicken and pesto ready meals. Uh-oh. That was at 11:15 a.m. At 12:15, an hour later, I had a full litre of white ice cream with a whole Madeira cake. I do like Madeira cake. Then I had 6 chocolate cereal bars. 4:20, I had another box. Then nothing till 4 a.m, which was another 6 chocolate cereal bars. Then I had 135 grams of Maltesers. And then I had a small bottle of wine, Jacob's Creek. They were all on offer. The £1 deals. Just sad. Could do so much better. But don't, for no apparent reason. I'll need to be sitting in a wheelchair as soon as possible. And the word...
Dorine's diary will be invaluable in helping the weight loss team understand her eating habits. Today, she's going to Sunderland Royal.
I have to do it. If it was left any longer, I might not be living till the end of the year. Sharon keeps telling me it's the first day of the rest of my life.
She rarely leaves the house, so a week in hospital will take Dorine out of her comfort zone.
Basic hygiene's very simple, normally, but there's nothing normal about being my size. Sharon and I have got the routine sorted now.
She just doesn't seem to think the hospital will spend enough time on that. They'll do it their way, not her way. It's all right, I'm stopping you.
I'm worried about her from an aesthetic and surgical point of view. Here's a very, very tired person.
I'm fading away fast. I'm
know, you
so
are.
tired.
She's lost so many, maybe a decade or maybe even 2, where she could have been much more healthier, much more active. The good news with Dorine here is she doesn't come across to be a person who's a self-pity person.
But I won't bring you chocolate in it, you know that, don't you?
She, I think, has an insight into her problem.
Oh, bless her.
When she says to me, I've slept 13 hours solid. I go, you've done nothing, woman.
Sharon is super efficient.
Who's Sharon?
My carer.
Hey, get her in and help. She can help us.
Even the dog's lazy, just like her, you know, and I need her to want to move.
Senior dietitian Maureen Boyle has heard of Dorine's little red book.
Oh, this is what I meant to bring when I saw you last time.
Right.
Everything I've eaten since the beginning of the year, down to the last sweet, and I'm totally honest.
Well, I think, where would you say your biggest problem lies then as far as your food's concerned?
Ice cream. Pots of ice cream. And I'd have 2 or 3 every day.
Right, when you say 2 or 3, bowls or...?
No, not bowls, boxes
yes.
of ice cream. We've had lots of days like that. If I just dropped me treats, I'd lose £2 a week.
Right. So what do you class as a treat then?
Pan au chocolat.
Right. And how much would you have of that?
The whole packet of 6.
Right. This isn't going to be easy. So, you know, you're going to miss food. It's not going to be easy at all. She wants to change, and that's the good thing. 8 tubes of Rolos, which is kindly put down as 2,032 calories. That's fine. I think it's the only thing in her life.
Thank you very much.
Her weight is restricting what she wants to do, but in the end, what can you do? You can sit and eat. I'm sure she'll be honest with us, and as long as she keeps that honesty with us, we'll be able to help her.
Maureen sets Dorine a strict new routine of 3 small meals a day and no snacking.
It's very nice. But my favourite turnip made me very happy that. The gravy's exceptionally nice. It's a really big thing to leave the house and be somewhere different. This is the first time I've been away from home since I had David 37 years ago. Do you know what would go down nice now? Tangerine jelly.
Five months after Laura's bypass operation, she's back in for a checkup.
I'm getting my coat, everything that's going to make me lighter coming off.
Stand right in the middle of the scales, all right?
At her heaviest, Laura was nearly 22 stone.
Right, it's just over 14 stone, about 14 stone, 1 pound. Fab. All right, is that all right?
Yep.
She's lost 5 stone since her operation 5 months ago.
Hello. Hello.
Next, Laura sees Maureen.
We're pleased that you've lost the weight, but I am concerned that over that period of time you have lost a lot.
It's gone from too much to having to, like, make yourself eat kind of thing.
We'll go through what you're eating in a typical day. Start with your breakfast in the morning.
Nothing. Maybe about 5 or 6 o'clock at night, I'd have something to eat. I don't feel hungry.
Absolutely delighted with the weight loss. Delighted she was honest and is telling us what she is doing and the struggle she's having. 5 months after surgery, still early. So I wasn't worried that there was too much to worry about. What I don't want to get back into is the old habits. And we said, even though you're not hungry, you need to eat. It's difficult when you've not got an appetite. I don't know what that's like. And you don't want to eat. It's very hard. Right, I'll go.
How do I eat when I'm not hungry? How do I do that? You know? But, like, on the plus side, I'm a proper cheap date. You know what I mean? Don't even have to feed me or anything now. Cup of tea, and I'm sold.
For Laura, losing the weight is not the only positive change. For 15 years, she's been on antidepressants, but she's now been off all her medication for 2 months.
Haven't been, like, worried or panic attacks, and now I'm officially not mental, maybe. A little bit.
Delighted to know that Laura's come off her antidepressants, and thankfully with her, actually the weight loss has helped her mood.
I used to say I measure the success of the operation by the size of the smile on the face that comes through the door. They're just different people. You prolong their life and you save the NHS a heck of a lot of money.
And there's one more big change in Laura's life.
I've split up with my husband, who I've been with 14 years. But it's been, like, a long time coming, probably a 4-year process. Now I'm in, like, a happy place. I'm happy with the choice I've made, and I made a decision purely for me. I don't think my weight loss has had anything to do with it. And I'm just pleased I've done it.
Some people talk about relationships breaking down because the partner loses weight. That's probably the life that's being changed.
The lowest weight Sarah reached after her bypass operation was 14 stone 11.
17.6.
18 months after her surgery, she's put on nearly 3 stone.
I've got a shock there. And I just think, why on earth am I doing it to myself? And if I look back throughout my whole life, I've always deliberately gone out to self-sabotage. Never thought I'd be here. Definitely not.
Hardest share we've had, I think, isn't it? You are worth it. You just need to realise it. For you.
Yes.
Should we throw all the chocolate out?
No.
Sarah's gone back to her old eating habits, and it's hard to get her to break that cycle again. And unfortunately, what we thought might happen has happened. But what we do is try and get her through this and see if we can turn it round.
I thought, get rid of the alcoholism, sort the food stuff out. But, you know, something else just jumped up and bit me on the arse. Just got to get some humility in my life, just to be grateful that I'm here to enjoy all this beauty. And maybe we'll just find out who Sarah is. I bloody hope so, because I'm sick of these.
6 months ago, Laura weighed just over 19 stone and was binge eating. Now she's lost a total of 6 stone and she's enjoying being single again.
Bones here and everything, yeah? So, like, and then I go in, like, a bit here. I haven't been out for ages. So it's kind of nice to just be Laura, just a few hours, and then back home and be a mum again.
Next time,
Not in a dangerous place here, am I?
I think you are. Methane warning.
If you don't help this lady, I do not think she'll survive for too long.